Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Jalen.
I'm Wickham.
I'm Dominique.
I'm Trey.
And we are back at it again. This week, I have a pretty random topic, but I think it's pretty relevant to the lives of some college students or just people out there in general. I ended up in the cafe talking to a friend, and his name will remain anonymous, but he's struggling financially, and he was like, man, what if I just go and donate a bunch of sperm? And I was like, that's interesting. And what I got from that was, is that moral? Is it moral to really just be able to go and drop off your sperm at a bank and then just make a bunch of money from it? I mean,
yes.
You can do it.
It's completely moral.
How much money do you get from it?
A decent amount, triple digits.
Have you done it before?
I've looked into it.
Oh.
Do they,
see, we have a person right
triple
here.
digits.
do they just take anyone's, or do you have to be like
They do some
athletic
testing, like with your blood, make sure there's nothing like.
Oh, you don't have any diseases.
Bad,
Yeah. Or like diseases, or also family history of diseases.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you just get paid for how much you donate.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Reverse. Here's the problem.
There.
Are we gonna allow all of these men to just come into these sperm banks, drop off who knows how much sperm, and just let it flow out into the world?
Okay,
Like, are you
what's
not
wrong with that?
responsible for these children?
No, think
No,
about who
they-
wants the sperm. This is
Yeah.
for people who want to have children but can't.
But can't.
You have to think
That's
about
true.
both sides.
But what
People
about the
who are-
men?
The men are
they're just
donating to the
profiting off of
cause.
this.
I mean, the people, the women that want to have kids but can't are, I mean, they can carry a baby. They just don't want to do it with a certain man, or they're just not wanting to be committed but want to have a baby, or.
I agree with you guys, as in like, I mean, if the guy wants to do it, he wants to do it, and the woman's going for it. But I just feel like it's weird for, like, I'm just like, why can't, like, I mean, I'd prefer the woman to have, like, have sex with another man and have the kid so they can raise the kid, and the kid knows
Right.
his dad
Yeah.
and his
exactly.
mom.
How are you
that
supposed to-
part is just like, let the kid know his dad. I feel like that's more healthier. It's like, what?
How are you supposed to tell the
Definitely
kid
healthier.
that, like, yeah, you have a dad, but we don't know who it
Somewhere.
is? Or, I mean,
Yeah.
they'll give you the paperwork, I think. I don't think they even say that if they
No,
want to
I
be
know
searched
you
for.
can, it's optional. You can like,
Oh, really?
say you can't find me, or you can give me permission.
Yeah, I don't know about.
And I don't know if I would want to be a kid to be like, oh yeah, like I was just donated.
I would just be mad at
Yeah,
my mom.
I'm a donated child.
Yeah.
What? No.
I
way.
mean, there's like I'm adopted, so like it's fine. Like you can go and like meet your parents, and like all this. Like you don't have to meet your
Yeah.
parents, like whatever. But just to like, I don't know. Like that's a tough situation. Just to be like, no, completely. Your dad just like popped me out or popped you out, and you know she didn't even
Okay.
know who I was.
But also,
He just
I
wanted
think
money.
You get to choose your physical attributes, and like
Yeah.
you get
Okay.
to go through.
I do know
You
that they
can
go
see what
like
you're
stacks
choosing.
of like paperwork.
Exactly. You can say like a tall, attractive, athletic male. Yeah, like that can be the father of my child.
I guess
But-
it's cheaper than like doing test tube like testing, and they want to do like, oh, I want to make sure my kid has this and this and that.
Yeah, you just pick them up.
But this isn't Build-A-Bear. Like, we shouldn't be
Yeah,
able to
you know,
just
I
like,
agree with him.
build
Like, we
all of
shouldn't-
these
Yeah.
children.
We
like,
shouldn't just be like, I
If
want
that's the
this
case-
blonde hair, this, like, that's not, like, I don't know.
that's not right.
It
That's
doesn't
not
seem
I
right.
mean, it's not right. It's
But
just
I mean,
an option. It's part of the system.
if you can't have kids, like if your significant other just is just sterile, and that's the only way you can go, and if you had the option, like sure, you know, just pick.
If the husband is sterile and they can't have kids, that's fine to go
Yeah.
to the sperm bank. But if it's just like a woman who wants a kid,
Yeah.
I don't know about that, because like you're willingly choosing to give this kid a life and an upbringing without a father, which
Okay.
is really important.
Right.
What about
exactly,
two women
yeah,
who
there's-
want to have a kid? Like a same-sex
Oh,
couple.
that's a
Oh,
different
okay.
scenario.
That is
It's
very
a different
Because
scenario.
there's a lot of couples out
I
there that
still
want to have the
feel that
normal life.
adoption is the best option. I
That's-
do.
I know,
It's
there's-
you're
yeah.
you're helping somebody else. Like it wasn't the man wasn't doing it for money, and that's
Yeah,
really the
that's
only
the whole-
intention.
I really
Is
don't
doing it
feel.
for the
I feel
money.
like it's bad because of the money too. Like,
Exactly.
people, not only is the guy profiting off of it, the people that are taking the sperm are profiting off of it. These places, they gotta keep these places running somehow,
no,
right?
the-
Like they're making money
The
off
people
of
that
this.
work there are getting checks too.
I mean, it's not like, you know, like pregnant women, they have to like pump their breast milk because they can't, they're gonna overflow. Like men, like you don't need to ejaculate all the time and like it hurt or something if you don't. Like you can't just be doing, oh, I'm gonna sell it now. Like, you know
Okay,
what I
well,
mean? Like
at the same-
it's just cause you want money. You need
What's
to
wrong
pay
with
for
the paycheck?
college.
Well, the thing
What's wrong
is,
with
if they're doing something good and they're getting paid for it,
Yeah.
it doesn't make the thing that they're doing not good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's just bad that they're getting paid for it, but the actual act of donating the sperm, it does just because they're getting paid for it doesn't make it a bad act.
So just because they're like, oh, I'm giving someone like the gift of life, pay me for it.
Yeah. You also got to think about if there was no money incentive, who would really go?
I don't think anyone would.
True.
I don't think anybody would.
No. If there was no money incentive, I don't think people would do it.
Yeah, there's no
Unless
reason
like
to go.
it was a whole like, hey, like we can't have kids. Would you mind? You know, like something
Help
like that. Casual, like help me out. But
That's better than the system that I think is now. Like, just asking a friend, like, hey, just help me out a little bit.
Well, that's weird because then
Yeah,
your
that's-
friends
that's
fathering
good.
your child.
And then
it's
if you're
just-
still friends as the child grows up, you'd be like, hey, that's Uncle Bob. Like, he's kind of your dad, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah. Okay, what was the Vince Vaughn
Barbecues
movie
are really
about? The
weird.
Vince Vaughn movie that you guys
yes,
told me
Vince
about
Vaughn.
earlier.
Like he was like broke. Like the movie was about like he was like broke and living in an apartment or something like that. And his only option was to donate so he can pay for his bills and stuff. And he ended up donating like hundreds, like so many. And each kid like grew up to be like having like different things, of course. But he had so many.
He had
He
triple
had like
digits.
he had like 100, like
Yeah.
more than 100.
That's crazy. See, we don't want people.
And
like
then they
this.
all found
This
out
is
that they
why-
had the same donor, and then they're like, "Oh, you're my brother," and all these 100 of
I was trying to tell
people
them
too.
about Genghis Khan earlier. How Genghis Khan like has like apparently we're all children of Genghis Khan or something like that.
That's like a different.
Okay, that was a
scenario,
whole
though.
different time. He was an
like
emperor.
emperor. He went and conquered and took over places. Like this wasn't. Just
It was
being
a different
tossed out
thing. It was a
there.
different thing.
I,
Yeah.
I just looked up how much you get paid in California. You get 125 for each acceptable sperm sample.
I take
And
back
most
everything I
people donate. Most people donate once a week.
Oh.
Some donate more often. Most donors earn about 400 to 600 per month.
All right.
So you can donate multiple times.
Mathematically, you're getting $150 for 52 weeks.
Oh man, I take back everything I said. I am now going to become a sperm donor.
Exactly. What's wrong with the check? Like,
No,
That's
is.
not bad.
I mean, oh my
so
god.
anyone can just do it.
yeah.
So why doesn't every guy
It's
just
so
do it all
awkward,
the
like
time?
That's
the only
groceries
girl
and
in this
gas
like
for
sperm
a month.
conversation.
Groceries.
You're
gas.
taking care of your utilities for real. You can
Dang.
eat for your food for free. You can.
Hey
take
mom, I
care of
got a
yourself
job.
better.
I
No.
can't tell you what it is, but everything's paid for.
No.
I'm gonna actually look into that.
I've seriously
after this
considered this for
episode.
like 2 years now. No joke. This is
Especially for college students, like that's
triple
why it's
digit
relevant
checks
to
for
us.
just a little.
You get an extra $100 for a childhood photo. You get an extra $500 when you do a
Oh,
blood
no.
test. Like they have like these other prices they just add on.
as the child grows up.
No, just like
Or-
before the test and everything.
But then
Oh.
think about it. You guys have a random one out there afterwards.
Yeah, you
That's
know
what
what?
I'm
That
saying.
would
No,
mess
you
with
have
my
a
head.
random child.
That
in
would
the
kind of
world.
mess with
It's
my
out
head.
there,
Because
like-
I want my kid when I actually have a kid with my wife, like to be like that's my only kid.
Or what if
Yes,
the kid turns out to be
right?
like LeBron James? Or
And it's
something?
not just gonna be.
just like
and you're like,
It's not just gonna be one kid. It's not just gonna be one
Yeah,
kid
'cause you
because
don't
one
it's not
sample
one sample.
contains
A whole
a
bunch,
bunch
of
of your children.
Right.
that's a little weird. Yeah.
that's
See?
that's
No,
weird.
but
I
I
don't
see,
get
Even
it.
if you
yeah,
only
that's
do it
really
one
weird.
time, you end up with 10
Or
kids
what if you
don't
get
know.
married and then they're like, oh, do you have any kids? Like, well, I kind of do.
Just
Yeah.
don't talk about that.
I do.
Yeah,
Children
never
somewhere.
mind. That would mess with me like psychologically for
Yeah.
sure.
So
On
you
your
can't just,
deathbed,
like-
you're thinking about.
If the
let's
only
get
thing you're
kids,
thinking
man.
about is like the money, then like you're good. You're like great.
But
But then
anything
once you
else?
start thinking about it, and you're just like, oh, I just got the email that they
mean-
just inseminated a woman or whatever the word is. I'm
Well-
gonna become a dad now.
Well, tell us what you guys think about this. Like, comment, subscribe. And again, I'm Jalen.
I'm Wickham.
Dominique,
Trey,
say no. No.
Say no sperm banks.
No.
Tune in next week.
get your check.